The reason of the contentious flashback scenes in Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2 is explained by director Christina Voros. In addition to Kevin Costner's difficult exit, TV's talk show has returned after a protracted break. The fate of John Dutton was addressed right away in Yellowstone Season 5, Episode 9, which was burdened by the absence of its main character and revealed that he supposedly committed suicide. The most recent episodes of the neo-Western series also include a time jump before to John's death, when Beth travels to Texas to visit Rip, even if the remainder of the show's excursions so far center on the aftermath of the disaster. Thus far, the flashbacks have caused controversy, with some arguing that they disrupt the plot's natural progression. The Texas scenes, however, serve as a reminder of the stakes in the impending altercation between Beth and Jamie in Yellowstone Season 5, according to Voros, who tells The Hollywood Reporter that the sequences have significance. The fact that it enables Yellowstone to highlight the Texas scenery serves as another defense for them. "I believe the memories are still effectively reminding us all of the seriousness of the situation," she said. "Reminding us all that we have a lot to fight for, and that, as viewers, our hearts are in these relationships with these characters who are portrayed by these amazing performers. Thus is performing two tasks. According to what I've read, some individuals are quite annoyed by the flashbacks because they want to move on with unraveling the mystery of John's death. And that's part of the purpose, isn't it? Going forward, you are being compelled to fully comprehend the gravity of the situation. Because in the end, John Dutton is indeed the patriarch. However, the land has always been the focus of the show, even for us who were filming it. We joke that the reason the landscape is at the top of the call sheet is because we won't be shooting that day if it rains, snows, or smokes. Everyone is battling for it, and it serves as the background for every scenario involving every character. Thus, we are somewhat aware of John's fate. However, we are still unsure of what will happen to everything else. Additionally, I believe Taylor is reminding us of how near this perfect world was by including these memories. Indeed, they had to transport the cattle to Texas, and Beth and Rip were separated by a number of states. But all was well, and it's crucial to compare that to the strategy we're using to find the answers that will help us solve the riddle of John's fate. According to Voros, the primary purpose of the flashback sequences is to serve as a reminder of the conflict between the Duttons in Yellowstone Season 5, Part 2, as they compete with one another for personal benefit. For a long time, KC was largely relegated to the background as the conflict primarily between Beth and Jamie. He refused to believe it even after John passed away and his sister informed him that their adopted brother was responsible. However, in episode 10 of Yellowstone's 5th season, everything changes. Like Beth, he is now totally focused on getting revenge on Jamie. The flashbacks serve as a reminder of how the tragedy alters Beth and Rip's future, in addition to the internal strife among John's children. They appeared to be thinking about ways to leave Montana during their brief getaway in Texas. Beth was discussing starting a new life, and Rip had never left the state before. Given that Beth and Rip are two of Costner's character's closest allies, it is their duty to carry on the Duttons' legacy now that John is no longer with them. They return to the ranch after losing the Dutton father. Beth and Rip are firmly established as Yellowstone's new leads as Jamie emerges as the show's obvious antagonist in these final episodes. Similar to the program, Cole Hauser and Beth Reilly are continuing Costner's legacy on Yellowstone by replacing him. Curiously, there have been recurring speculations of a Yellowstone Season 6 or sequel involving the couple, even though reports indicate that the upcoming episodes will be the last ones in the series. Although it may take some getting used to John's absence, I believe that Taylor Sheridan's best chance of carrying on his popular series is with the previously stated people, with KC and his family completing the cast. Rip and Beth are ideally positioned to take over the series with their captivating love story and equally intriguing individual arcs, but John's passing will have an impact on the program for some time. Given Yellowstone's ongoing popularity, ending the main series might not be the best course of action at this time.